If you asked me last year what I'd hoped, it was living on the Caribbean coast, listening to soft wave notes, letting my body float. Now it's not seeing people choke, wishing the government had listened so we could be ahead, that the NHS had PPE so they could rest their heads with one worry less, that all my mates' grandparents aren't dead, that the people on the streets are getting fed. I'd hope this didn't have to be said, that my pen writing this didn't feel like lead, that my heart and country bled, that 12,000 and counting stopped dead, that the news and papers tread, that the people raising money had no jobs and the ones that did the wrongs were tied by their terrible tongues. I'd hope people could see past the lies, the ifs, the buts, past all the carnivorous crooks and ask why. That they spoke their truth, despite the looks of people keeping their heads in their books. I'd hope people above gave, like the ones working on the front line, dedicating their time, sacrificing their heart lines. I'd hope it wouldn't take a pandemic for the world and its people to realise we've been long in an epidemic. That this was in some ways needed to instill panic, that our systems are fraudulent and frantic, that the world is in flames and we're the ones to blame. I'd hope when all this is over and the world is rough and sober, that people wonder why some countries didn't flounder, that some were wiser, they came off brighter, yet we were darker. Oh, I hope that the wool doesn't get pulled like a thick warm rug, that people are tough and they question enough. I hope that we can do this and still have jokes, still find that dark satirical banter, that we can have laughter, that the love for our communities flowers and it gives us back people power. I hope that these low-skilled workers are seen as the pillars, that the NHS, cleaners, postmen and women, delivery drivers, bin collectors get worshipped forever. That we understand every job has its own superpower. I hope we make the people in charge cower, because we know what is coming and we won't let your bills and deeds go through Parliament anymore with ease. I hope we all see clearer, that we find our passions and what's important to recover. I hope the planet is rediscovered and we don't tarnish the break it had to uncover. I hope we remember 2020 forever, that it stays ingrained with little fragments of pain like a stubborn stain in our brains, so we don't refrain from staying in our lanes when we see the world and its people going lame. So we can turn around and say, hey, do you remember COVID-19 and its quarantine? Thank you. Agenda. Tired. I'm mad and I can't take it anymore. You gotta get mad and it's gonna get bad, and then everyone will be better and glad.